What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Thursday. A nice 4-game slate for us tonight. A pretty good night last night. Started off with a bang. Ben Simmons is coming off, or just coming out in friggin' beast mode. I don't know if he shot up some steroids before the game, but the guy looked like a freak, possessed last night. Got a big triple double, returned a ton of value for us from the plays, so that was exciting. And also, I tweeted out about Paul Gasol. I was all aboard the Paul Gasol train. This was a tweet right here. I love that Harry Potter gif for whatever reason. But definitely follow me on Twitter, though, because the NBA players, you never know what they're going to do. They wake up on the wrong side of the bed, then they, stub their toe. They might not even play. So definitely go follow me on Twitter, at MoneyWebby yet again, if you're not following me there. For any updates on my plays or some other guys that I'm very high on. So yeah, definitely do that. And I got my top 5 plays for you. So definitely drop a like in the video if you're ready to go win some money. Also, a little rant here. Blake Griffin, I was high on him. He was part of the video in my plays. After lock, I see this news on DeAndre Jordan playing. I'm like, wait a second here. Wasn't he doubtful to play? Oh, no, he's playing tonight, I guess. Available to play. I'm like, all right. But then Fantasy Lab says that he has a minutes restriction. So I'm like, all right, not as bad. We'll take it, I guess. But then he comes out and he friggin' never, I'm waiting for him to go on the bench, go on the bench. The guy never goes on the bench. He plays his normal minutes. Looks like he's been playing every day recently. He looked completely fine. I'm like, what the hell? How is no beat reporter saying that he looks fine? He literally looked fine in that game. Very disappointing because Blake Griffin only got 5 rebounds. The last couple of games without DeAndre Jordan, he was getting around 10 rebounds per game, and he scored 23 points or so. So that would have been a better game for Blake Griffin. Probably would have returned 5 times value if DeAndre Jordan just didn't play like he was supposed to. So that was another part of yesterday that kind of pissed me off. Along with the good, though, the lineup I tweeted out ended up doing good. So you can't get a perfect night, obviously, with DFS. There's always something that really just screws you over, no matter what. But like I said, top 5 plays. Dollar Tree play of the day. Let's try to get over 100 likes. Thank you so much for the likes yesterday. Let's keep it going, guys. 4-game slate. I feel like every slate has been 4 games over the last couple weeks. So many 4-game slates. It's tipping off at 7:30. Another reason why you need to follow me on Twitter, there's a lot of guys that are currently questionable and stuff like that. We got Porzingis looking like he's going to play. Tyler Johnson got ruled out. We can open up some upside. Jimmy Butler, we have no idea if he's going to play right now, or as long as I'm recording that. So maybe after this video, we'll get some more word on those guys. Gary Harris, I'm not sure on him. He is currently listed questionable, I guess, so that could open up some value if he is out as well. So some guys that I'll have to tweet out about after this video when we get more word, hopefully before lock. So let's just get into it without further ado. Nikola Jokic is going to be my first guy at 8,900. I think this game between New York and Denver stays pretty close, especially if Porzingis plays. Based on Vegas' line, it looks like he's going to play. They only have Denver favored by around 5 points. So I think he's going to play. And Nikola Jokic had a pretty damn big game earlier this year. That was all the way back in October 30th, and that was without Paul Millsap in the lineup when he wasn't doing that well, but he still did good with Paul Millsap there with 47 DraftKings points. We know he's been better at home, and just the Nuggets have been better at home, DraftKings scoring, just scoring in general, 42 per game. So I think he can get over 40 DraftKings points again in the spot against New York. Like I said, it should be up-tempo, high scoring, and then they have that little foreign rivalry between him and Porzingis. So I like Jokic a lot in this spot. Lock him in there. And like I said, the foreign rivalry, Porzingis and Jokic, they're going to be at each other's neck the whole entire game. I'm expecting Porzingis to play. According to him yesterday, he said he was 70%. He had a 74% chance of playing. I kid you not, that's what I saw on Twitter. 74%. So I'm going to say he plays. He did very well against this Denver team earlier. 38 points in the game, like I said, back in October. Very good game. It is kind of risky because he is coming off that injury, but I don't think he would come back just to be limited in this game. They are in a back-to-back, so they could easily hold him out tomorrow and just have him play his full complement of minutes tonight against Denver. That is what I'm hoping for. A high-scoring game, a good game against Denver. Think Porzingis wants to be up for the challenge against Jokic. Like I said, the foreign rivalry here. So Porzingis, lock him in there. He has huge upside. We know that. So he could go over 50 as well. So both these guys could easily go over 50 DraftKings points. I think they're both around safe, around 40 DraftKings points or so, and you can save some money on the top dogs there with that safety and all the also the upside. But we're gonna go with another angry man, Paul George, 7,600. Didn't get in the All-Star game. We saw that he wasn't like too mad about it, but Russell Westbrook seemed pretty pissed off about it. So if I was Russell Westbrook, if I was in his mind, I would think that he would try to get Paul George going after the fact of saying that. So I think Paul George is going to be giving the ball a bit more here, maybe around 20 shots yet again. And he's been playing very well as of late, over 40 DraftKings points, 3 out of the last 4 games. So I think he can have another game over 40 DraftKings points against Washington. They're definitely weaker against a smaller forward position. So Paul George, like him a lot, 7,600. Lock him in there, an angry Paul George. Hopefully Westbrook can live up to his words that he deserves an All-Star and show what he's all about tonight. I think it's on TNT too, so it's on the mainstream network. So I think people are gonna want to tune in to see Paul George put on a show. But Wayne Ellington, I mentioned that Tyler Johnson is out for tonight, so that means some more minutes for Wayne Ellington. He's been getting some solid run over the last couple games, over 30 minutes the last 3. The shooting hasn't been too good 2 out of the last 3 games, but when this guy gets going, he can return a ton of value, and he's pretty much just chucks up threes, like 11, 10, and 7 threes the last 3 games. But what do you know? Sacramento is horrendous at guarding the three-point line. They're allowing 30%. The 30th in the league against threes, 38% from the three-point line. So I think Wayne Ellington can get some threes here, and he's been much better at home, shooting 42% from the three-point line. So I like him as a nice little mid-range guy with the boost of Tyler Johnson going out tonight. So 5,300, Wayne Ellington, lock him in there. I like the safety and the upside if he can get some threes to drop. And a similar type of player, Bogdanovich at 4,900. He's been playing some solid minutes, and he's kind of breaking out these last 2 weeks. Had a down game against Orlando, but I think he'll bounce back here in this spot against Miami. He's been very safe for 25 plus DraftKings points, except that last game. So at 4,900, I'll take the bad game last game because his price dropped $600, so a much easier task of him returning 5 times value plus. So against Miami, a nice little value there. Lock him in. So that's the top 5. You got exactly 5,000 remaining per player. You got Wayne Ellington, Paul George, Porzingis, Jokic, and Bogdanovich. And like I said, definitely keep up with me on Twitter about Porzingis. Questionable, but he's saying he's more probable than questionable, so I think he plays. And based on the Vegas line, I would say he plays. So definitely consider that, though. But Jared Jack is going to be my Dollar Tree play of the day at 4,600. Going against Denver, had a nice little game against them, 27 DraftKings points in that one. And he's been playing pretty well recently. I think with Tim Hardaway and Porzingis in the lineup could honestly help him. Some more assists passing to those guys. So Jared Jack, he's not known for his scoring. We don't want that from him. It's nice, but we want the assists with him all the time. If he can just get 10 assists, he's probably going to return some nice value here. So at 4,600, I like the price. And against Jamal Murray, maybe he can get some more buckets than normal. So 4,600, nice little price. Lock him in there. So that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely drop a like on the video if you did. I'm currently recording this video outside because I went back to my school to visit. I'm at someone's house, and they're currently working inside. I'm not sure if you heard the plane flying over, but definitely an interesting video here. Drop a like, though. Like I said, over 100 likes, and subscribe if you haven't already to get these winning DraftKings picks every single day. Hopefully we can have another good night here. With the lineup I tweet out as well. Another reason to follow me on Twitter, along with the other plays that come out as the day goes on. But the lineup did pretty well, 274, and that was with Blake Griffin not living up to the hype because DeAndre Jordan played. Tisk, beat reporters. Come on, man. But we're back here again tomorrow. Wish you guys the best of luck. See you later, guys. Good luck.